Hey everyone, today we're going to roll up our sleeves and build something really practical from the ground up, a simple student record system using Python. If you've ever wondered how basic coding concepts can come together to solve a real-world problem, this is the perfect little project for you.
I mean, have you ever really thought about how all those apps on your phone work? Your contacts, your gradebook, you name it. At their core, they're all just systems for managing data. So, by building our own, we're going to peek under the hood and see the fundamental Python logic that makes it all possible.
All right, first things first, what's the project? We're creating a digital roster. Simple as that. The real challenge is, how do we store information for an entire class and then, easily get it back when we need it? So let's get specific with our mission. For every single student, we need to store 3 pieces of information: their name, a unique ID, and their grade. Name, ID, grade. That's our target. With that clear goal in mind, we can start building.
Now, before we try and tackle the entire class, let's zoom way in. Let's just start with the smallest possible piece of our system, the data for just one student. If we can get this part right, scaling it up is going to be so much easier.
So here's our first real puzzle to solve. How do we group a student's name, their ID, and their grade together? We can't just have Alex, 123, and B floating around loosely in our code, right? That would be a mess. We need a structure that bundles them together and actually labels what each piece of info is.
And the perfect tool for this job in Python is a dictionary. A dictionary is awesome because it lets us store information in what are called key-value pairs. You can think of the key as the label, like name, and the value as the actual data, like Alex. It's the perfect way to create a neat little package of information for a single student. So let's break down what this actually looks like in the code. See those curly braces on the outside? That's Python's signal that everything inside belongs to one dictionary. And inside we have our key value pairs. We've got the key name, a colon, and then its value, Alex. Same for ID, and its value 123. It's a completely self-contained, clearly labeled record for one person.
A really great way to remember this is to think of a dictionary as a digital contact card. It has all the essential, related info for one person, all in one self-contained unit. So the key takeaway here is, in our system, one dictionary equals one student.
Great. So we've made our first contact card. But a class has more than one student, right? We need a way to hold all the cards for every single student. So it's time to move to the next level of organization.
So what's our next problem? We've got these individual student contact cards, but how do we gather them all up to form a complete class roster? We need some kind of container to hold them all together.
And the solution is a Python list. It's a simple but super powerful tool. It's just an ordered collection that can hold anything, including, you guessed it, our student dictionaries. This is exactly what we need for our roster.
And here's what it looks like. Those square brackets on the outside create our list. And inside that list, each student dictionary is just an item, separated by a comma. This structure lets us hold the entire class in one single organized place.
So if a dictionary is the contact card, then a list is the filing cabinet. It's the container that keeps all of our individual records organized and in one place. And trust me, this two-part structure, a list of dictionaries, is incredibly common in programming.
Okay, our data is all organized in its filing cabinet. Awesome. Now we need a way to automatically go through it. We don't want to have to pull out each file by hand. We need an automated process.
This brings us to our final challenge. How do we write code that can look at every single student in our roster, one by one, and do something with their information, like, say, print out all their names?
For this, we use a for loop. A for loop basically tells Python, hey, go through this collection, and for each item you find, I want you to perform this action. It's the engine that will automatically process our entire roster for us.
The logic is actually very straightforward. The loop starts at the beginning of our list, the roster. It temporarily grabs the first student's dictionary, runs whatever code we tell it to, and then automatically moves on to the next student and the next until it reaches the end of the list.
And here's the code in action. That first line, for student in roster, tells Python to look inside our roster list. For each dictionary it finds, it'll temporarily name it student. Then, the indented code below runs, using that student variable to access the name key and print out just the student's name.
We've now covered all the core components, so let's put them all together and see our complete system. This is where everything just clicks into place. And there you have it, in just a few lines of code, a complete system. We defined our roster as a list of dictionaries. Then, our for loop iterates through that list, printing the name from each student record. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's a pattern you will see everywhere in programming.
So, to recap, we use 3 key tools. The dictionary, which was the contact card for one student, the list, which was the filing cabinet for all the students, and the for loop, which was the engine that let us process each and every card automatically.
So, we've built a system that can store and read data. But what about writing new data? How would you modify this code to add a new student to the roster after it's been created? That's your challenge to explore next. Go give it a try.